YouTube. My name is Naya. I am a content creator that focuses on topics about motherhood, relationships, lifestyle, fashion, self-care, and everything in between. So if that sounds like you or things that you're interested in, give me a follow and let's be friends. Okay, let's jump into the content. So I want to talk about implantation. Implantation was something very weird for me. Like, I didn't expect to feel it. It was a very weird feeling. Prior to implantation, I actually felt the release of my egg. I felt ovulation. I was tracking, my cycle on one of those apps. I think the app that I use is called Flow. I use a subscription version, but I was tracking my app and saw it on the date. But prior to seeing it on the date, like, I actually felt it. Like, ovulation felt like a little sharp pain, like a little sharp needle, just kind of like poking me on my left side. So I knew it was the left ovary. And to kind of help you map out like where your ovaries are, if you're not someone that's very in tune with your body, you can lie down on your back and just take some time like kneading, pressing around in like where your uterus should be, like right under your bladder, and your ovaries should be on the left and right side of your uterus, so they'll be off to the sides a little bit. But yeah, so that'll help you kind of find them, and you should be able to just like feel something like round, just kind of move around in there. But if not, it's cool too. Like, everybody's body is different. But so that like helped me kind of locate exactly like where. So I knew right then and there, I was like, okay, my left ovary is the one that's feeling this sharp pain. So it's not, let me rephrase, it's not painful. It just felt like a dull sharpness, if that, I don't know if I'm explaining that right, but that's what it felt like. It just felt like a dull sharpness in my left ovary, and it didn't really go away until like the next day. And then maybe 3 or so days after that, because I conceived around the day that I released the egg, the day that I felt the ovulation. It was about a day or two after that is when I conceived, and then I felt the implantation, which lasted for maybe 2 days, I think. So the implantation feels like a constant flicking. It just feels like, and that's all I can describe it as. It just felt like a tapping with inside of the uterus. So again, like mapping out your body, you know where your uterus is now, like within it, inside of it, it just, like, you just felt something tapping, and it doesn't hurt, and it doesn't feel painful or anything. It's just a new sensation. It's just a bit weird. It's like, like, what is that? And you're just like aware of it. But I am somebody that is very hyper aware of my body and hyper aware of like any slight changes that are happening to me. And I know that's not everybody. Like, if you're not hyper aware of it, you might not really see it or feel it, or it might just be, your body is different. So maybe your implantation is not as prominent as of a flick. Maybe it's like a light, faint flicking that you're not able to really pick up on. So, don't be alarmed if you don't feel it. Like, that does not mean that you're not pregnant if you're trying to get pregnant. If you're not trying to get pregnant, I hope you don't feel it. Good luck to the ones that are trying to get pregnant, and high hopes to the ones that are not trying to get pregnant. Whatever you're trying to do, I wish y'all the best. But yeah, so just, educational purposes, talking about my own personal experience, that is what it felt like for me. I did go to my OBGYN, and she definitely confirmed like which egg released and produced my baby. I released from the left one, and she was able to confirm that and see it on the ultrasound when I went for my ultrasound. So that was reassuring. So it was like spot on with everything. Like I was able to feel everything and time it, and then she just kind of confirmed everything and made me feel a little bit less crazy.